Masker can't defend. He's got the outside line for the second part, and he can't hold on.
Going the long way around, we're going to be 3 wide for the lead as they all come to the line. Who is going to take it in the end?
And here comes Lockwood. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quinn tries to force him off a little bit, but there he goes. It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
Will he be able to cover him off? He does. Weaving back to the left-hand side. Reynolds is trying everything. The kitchen sink is being thrown at it.
They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4. Coming back to the line. Here comes Frisch on the bottom.
Bouchard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane. They bang doors, but keep it clean.
As they're still 4 wide on the run down into the back straightaway. DeMerit's looking for a line as well. What is going on in Michigan?
Novak into the fence. They're still beating and banging.
Oh,
and to the line.
He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Challenger? Abramitis is ahead. There's going to be a race to the line. Who is going to get it?
Sounds good. May the 4th be with you. I'm Richard Swindells for Racer Nexus. Doing production and commentary tonight, Adam Gladfelter. Cameras as always by Track Cams 22. We're here. Freedom Motorsports Alliance GT3 Racing, week number 8. And I'm going to call it, we're in Spain tonight, folks, at JEREZ, or Jerez if you prefer. But we're going to call it JEREZ today because, well, we're Canadian, we're American, and that's the best we can do, folks. Always glad to be back here on the Racer Nexus Network, broadcasting FMA. Going to be looking forward to seeing all the special edition liveries. We'll do our best to get their cars right, but I don't know how well we'll do. Anyhow, tonight's race, sponsored by Justin Welsh. Just so you know, folks, Freedom Motorsports Alliance, a free league. So if you want to join, get in on the action, take a look at the Discord. The links will be down below at some point here on the YouTube channel. Everything's done by donations, and tonight, Justin Welsh, you're graciously donating and sponsoring tonight's race. Hey, welcome, Adam.
Hey, man, how we doing tonight? Doing good, huh?
We're doing awesome.
Man, hey, look at this track right here. Looks complicated. I've seen an hour. I've seen an hour of these guys practice. It looks complicated. Very, very technical. Looks like 15 corners here. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's a little complicated. I've had the pleasure of driving it several times in several different leagues and cars, and you got to be on your game. It's going to be a lot of fun for these drivers. And speaking of drivers, what do we got? 21? I don't know, but 26 drivers out here tonight. So
26.
Good turnout tonight, Adam. I think it's going to be a lot of action.
Yes, it will. And I don't know who's going to win this, man. It's a crapshoot. It really is. But let's go ahead and get down here into the points real quick, because we've got 3 minutes left to qualifying before they take the grid. I'll start here with the pro class. Brock Morris leading the way here by looks like 6 points over Alex Jacobson. Marshall Crocker Jr. in third with Anthony Serentino. Chris Lashbrook in fifth with Chase Masco sixth. Jeremy Eshelman in seventh with Nathaniel Fryman eighth. Travis Roberto and Jacob Dick ninth and 10th.
Yeah, in the Pro-Am category, we've got Fernando Rosario with a pretty commanding lead right now over Anthony Parenko in second. Matt Mars is in third. We've got Evan Guimet in fourth. Jay Davis rounds out the top 5. Then we have tonight's race sponsor, Justin Welsh, Jody Nielsen, Jamie MacArthur, Adam Lowe, and Kyle Mavis rounding out the top 10.
And there's a correction to the pro class there. Brock Morris has 280, not 260, so that's a 36-point lead. Please excuse me for that mix-up there. Blind as a bat. But with the AM class, Dustin Wells in first with Alexander Berger in second. Cody Deek, Broughton Jones, and Jacob Brown, third, fourth, and fifth here. But don't take out of consideration Aaron Sanford, Jacob Williams, James Tankersley, Ryan Peters, and Michael Lemanchek, 6th through 10th.
Yeah, it's a good start to the season. We're more than halfway through. We've done 7 weeks. We're on week 8. We go 12 weeks in a season of FMA. We also have a teams championship. I don't have the leaderboard for the teams. We will. We do have a leaderboard for the teams.
I've got you, buddy.
Adam is on the ball tonight, folks. He's always on the ball, but man, he's more on the ball than me. But we got Threshold Motorsports with a 13-point lead over Iron Horse Motorsports. FR Racing just 5 points behind. Admin Advantage, made up of the league admins. They're solidly in fourth. Then we have Threshold Performance, Warped Esports, The Leftovers, VC, Vortex Racing, and Override Alliance. Oh, there is no Override Alliance. They have not started yet this season, so we're going to stop talking about them.
All right, so looks like we got 14 seconds left here in qualifying to get down to the brass tacks here.
Yeah, it's just in FMA, we've got a 45-minute race coming up. It's going to be, people are going to have to stop for pit to refuel. I don't expect people to take tires. Maybe some actually will take front tires, get some freshies on the front end, but nobody's going to be taking 4 tires, not if they want to be competitive here.
Absolutely. I don't see any tires being taken here tonight. I really don't.
Well, you know, sometimes Brock Morris and Marshall Crocker Jr. like to mix it up and take a couple of tires. We'll have to take a look when they come into the pits and see who goes up on the jack stands.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Well, looks like everybody's getting ridded up here, so you know what time it is.
What time is it, Adam?
It's starting lineup time. Let's get down here so we can see these drivers starting. There we go, folks. Starting on the pole tonight, Marshall Crocker Jr. with Brock Morris in second. I mean, that's an understatement. There's going to be 2 powerhouses here starting on the front row. Starting in row number 2, Alex Jacobson with Anthony Baranco. In row number 3, Brandon Anderson and Fernando Rosario. Row 4, Tony Sarantino with Kyle Mavis. And in row 5, Chase Matsko with Adam Brady.
Sorry about that. Jeremy Ashelman is in P11. We've got Matt Mars in P12. On row 7, we have Alexander Berter and Justin Welsh, tonight's race sponsor in the BMW. Row 8, we have Sasha Andrick and Dustin Wells. Row 9, P17, J.R. Davis and Adam Lowe. And in row 10, rounding out the top 20, we've got Robert Milbrath and Cody Deek.
In row 11, you're going to find Aaron Siebens with Broughton Jones. In 23rd, Jacob Williams. 24th, Chris Lashbrook. Aaron Sanford and Tim Timmons in row 13. And that's going to be it. 26 drivers tonight. How about that?
Yeah, that's a pretty good turnout, especially for a track that I think a lot of these drivers aren't too familiar with, and maybe some of the broadcasters as well. But it's going to be interesting, folks. It's going to be real interesting. We're going to do our best to maybe try and show some of these special edition liveries as we get through the race. Right now, these drivers just making their way just past turn 4. Beautiful track in the hillsides of Spain here. Not the only Spanish race, though. We're going to be going to Catalunya week 12. I believe it's week 12. The last race of the season, anyhow. I think that might be even a 60-minute special. So today, the temperature is 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius. Track temps a little warmer at 91 or 33. Partly cloudy, 54% humidity. So not bad weather conditions, pretty ideal. A little warm track, but not overly hot.
You know, here at practice, I saw, me personally, I saw 117 on the track. Ooh. And, woo, boy, I'm telling you, Rich, was it greasy? Yes, sir, it was.
Yeah, I think the drivers are going to be pretty happy that things have calmed down a little bit. Temperatures have dropped a little bit, because really you don't want to be, you know, the hotter it gets, the tougher it gets. But right now, I think we're about, I don't know, just coming up on 6 o'clock p.m. Local time in Spain. And certainly the track temps cooling down as the evening starts to roll in.
looks like we're coming up on, what is that, 13 or 14 here.
We're still back a ways. We still got a ways to go here, Adam. I think we're only coming up to 9 right now, so
I can't tell.
very slow pace. Oh, I'm cheating a little bit here. I got a nice little track map guide showing me where they are, because otherwise I couldn't tell either. This is hey, that's okay, Adam. I did the same thing the other night. Oh, look at Marshall Crocker Jr. trying to race the pace car here. He's watching these drivers warming up their tires, doing what they can, because these GT3 cars, folks, takes a couple laps to get these tires up to temp, and until they get up to their optimal temp, they're gonna be a little less grippy, to say the least. Now we're coming around turn 14. We've got one more hairpin to go, and then they're gonna go on the straightaway, and the pace car is gonna pull off the track momentarily, and the field will be under the control of Marshall Crocker Jr.
We go side by side, coming up on the start finish line now. Completely in the dark on this track. First time seeing it is this evening, so pretty exciting to watch these guys practice. But here they go, side by side. Oh, everybody punches up here going down into turn number 1 as Marshall Crocker Jr. and Brock Morris side by side. No one giving anything to one another here in the front.
No, and Alex Jacobson tucked in behind. So 3 of our favorites, 1, 2, 3, but we've got Brandon Anderson sitting in 4th. Right now, it looks like a good little battle. Whoa, Brock Morris getting a little pass by Alex Jacobson, but Brock Morris carrying around the outside. Side-by-side action we've got going on. Brandon Anderson tucked in behind. So right now, Brock Morris holding off Alex Jacobson. That's letting Marshall Crocker Jr. get a little bit of a gap as we head into turn 6 here.
It's, you know, I'm a bit surprised here. They're racing as hard as they are, with these tires being as cold as they are on a track as hot as it is.
Well,
it's just, man,
yeah,
side by side. And I mean, they're going fast.
Well, a little surprising, but not too surprising. We've seen Marshall Crocker Jr., Brock Morris, and Alex Jacobson battle all season long. So I'm not too surprised to see these guys kind of sticking it out here. Marshall Crocker Jr., I wonder if you could maybe get a little bit of a close-up of his livery there, because that looks a little different than what we're used to seeing, Adam. Yeah. Well, look at that, folks. Yeah, he's definitely in theme here in the May the 4th be with you. Marshall Crocker Jr. getting the memo. Brock Morris, though, doing me a favor, as is Alex Jacobson, in their regular liveries. It makes it a little bit easier for us in the booth. But 1, 2, 3 separating themselves out a little bit from the field. But, you know, who isn't is Anthony Branco back in 4th place. He's the leader right now of our Pro-Am class. So Anthony Branco leading around a train of cars right now. Fernando Rosario behind him. Tony Sorrentino, Chase Metsuko, and Kyle Mavis following in behind.
Oh, looks like, who was that? Chase Matsko. Looks like he got off track just a little bit. Love that livery that he's running tonight.
Yeah, he's usually using a camo livery, but it looks like he went Star Wars camo tonight. So Chase Matsko, and the admin advantage driver, also getting the memo. So looks like we've got some pretty good action right now. And you know what I want to say? As far as I can see here, everybody is still out there on track. All 26 cars. Unfortunately, Justin Welsh, tonight's race sponsor, it looks like he had a little incident early on. He's sitting down in last place, so hopefully he can recover and get some gains going on his race tonight.
Absolutely, as Brock Morris is back here in 24th.
What did we miss?
Brock Morris went off track. Got to slow down. We've got it right here if we want to take a look at it.
Yeah, let's see what
from
happened.
The Racer Nexus chopper cam. Oh, we need to go back a little bit further here. It's way up here. Here we go. See if that's it. So you can see he's in 2nd place here.
everything looking good so far. And getting out on the curb,
like
you really want to go real wide there, and they're using all the track, and you need to. Whoa. Wow, that was very strange. Very uncharacteristic for Brock Morris.
Just weird. I mean, that's all I've got to say to that. That was weird that he got up on the curb and then it shot back right.
It almost looked like he had a hardware failure of some kind, but
that's right.
I'm not sure, but that's too bad. Brock Morris, I'd expect him to battle hard, assuming he has little to no damage. He's certainly got some extreme pace, so that lets Marshall Crocker Jr. up front, up to almost a 2-second lead over Alex Jacobson. The real battle's going on in the midfield here, though, right now. Crocker Jr. off to a tremendous start. Not too surprising. Jacobson in the McLaren, doing McLaren proud, so very good job here. But it's where we get to the Pro-Am in sitting in third place overall. Anthony Barranco continuing to have that battle and continuing to lead Fernando Rosario, Tony Sorrentino, Kyle Mavis, Chase Mitsuko. And then a little further back, we've got another little battle going on. We've got Jeremy Eschleman, last week's sponsor, with Matt Mars in behind him. So those two drivers, Matt Mars, always another admitted managed driver, always putting on the show with the livery. Let's see what we can see what Matt Mars has on the side of the car today. I think he got the memo as well, folks. Matt Mars never disappointing in his liveries. As we take a look in behind there, a little bit of a move. We've got is that Lashbrook and Alexander Burt, or Chris Lashbrook made a nice move up 14 positions. I believe he may have had an end-of-line penalty, having to start from the back of the field, but quickly demonstrating his pace and moving up real quick.
Yeah, Chris Lashbrook having the pace tonight, running fastest lap was his last lap, 142.93. So he's on pace here as far as he's as fast as the top 5 is from what I'm seeing at their lap times as well. So I look to see him well inside the top 10 once this thing shakes out.
Yeah, Lashbrook has always had great pace. He's our Aussie driver, and unfortunately, he's had some bad luck here and there. But starting from the back and the end of the line certainly makes things a little difficult. It's kind of a last to first challenge, but so far so good. Chris Lashbrook getting it done. A little further back in the field, I want to see if we could maybe take a look a little further back and see what we got. We got Dustin Wells sitting there, 15th place, just ahead of Cody Deek. So we haven't been able to show much of Cody Deek this season. Nice livery here on the Oath Racing driver in the Mercedes. Cody Deek currently in 16th place. That's where he's up 4 positions. So Cody Deek having a solid effort this evening.
Yes, he is. And it looks like Brandon Anderson, he's dropped 13 spots from where he started in the Overdrive Alliance. Now running 18th, but he's got Brock Morris to the bumper now. Brock restarted here after getting out of the sand trap in 24th. Now it's moved all the way up into 19th.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. That's weird. I'm not showing these incidents where these drivers are going off track. So my duo tools, we take a look here. These 3 drivers hard driving. Brock Morris here. Brock Morris attacking. He's got Adam Brady, but Brandon Anderson up ahead of him. So right now, Adam Brady's in a whole world of hurt right now. He's a little bit of a meat in the sandwich between these 2 drivers who are looking to move up.
Adam Brady's on offense and defense, severe defense right now as he's trying to keep Brock Morris behind him, but I think they're kind of holding him up as he kind of shows them he's looking low here, and they're not going to give it to him because they are obviously battling for position. He's going to have to try to find his way around.
Yeah, that all said, Brady's also down 8 positions, so he's looking to move up. He doesn't want to give up any positions he doesn't have to, so Adam Brady not having the start he wanted, but oh well, it is what it is, and all they can do now is battle on. And right now, Cody Deek is going to be the next one on the list of Brandon Anderson looking to get by. So far, so good. Whoa, that's not good news for Dustin Wells. We see he's got a meatball. That meatball flag, folks, indicates damage and must come into the pits for repairs.
That's right. And I believe he jumped to the pits. He had to very quickly, as Brock Morris down pit road right now to get his service. So it looks like he's going to try to stay out.
I'm thinking he may have had some damage, so the fuel window must be open. Brock Morris coming in, I would assume, to maybe fix some damage or get out of traffic, one or the other. Maybe a little bit of both.
I think
trying
so.
to make some advances. Yeah.
I absolutely think that he's trying to get out of traffic. I mean, because you see just how difficult it was for him to try to make those passes there, Rich. I mean, he's losing time to the leaders. So we seen that last week where some guys kind of pitted back, got out of the, kind of got out of the trouble and was able just to time trial, just hot lap after lap.
Yeah, kind of like Marshall Crocker Jr. is doing. As you take a look there, folks, Crocker Jr. coming through the last few sections of the course, using all the curb, getting that Mustang kind of bouncing and hopping. This last exit corner here, very sharp. It's like I don't know, it's like a 150-degree corner, almost a complete hairpin, and you really got to be gingerly on the throttle, otherwise the back end's going to come around. But right now, Crocker Jr. about a 2.5-second lead over Alex Jacobson. Third place right now, Fernando Rosario. He's about he's almost 8 seconds behind, but he's managed to get himself up and past Anthony Barranco at this stage. So Rosario, Barranco, Sorrentino, this battle continues on, and it's been going on since lap number 1.
Yeah, Sorrentino all over the back of Barranco here. He wants the position, but they're pretty much running the same lap times, lap after lap, so can't really go anywhere.
No, you can't. It's just real tough, and you take a look at the drivers using all the track, a little bit of the dirt too. I believe they were all within in track limits. Chase Matsko currently in 6th place, so Chase Matsko up 3 positions, having a very solid effort. Currently 4th place in overall in his pro category. So at FMA, we run 3 different divisions. We've got pros, we've got pro-ams, and we've got ams. So basically, all the drivers are racing for their own points. Doesn't matter which division you're in, but the field is split up based on past historical pace, we'll call it, and results. So 3 divisions gives everybody something to race for. In behind Chase Matsko, maybe we go a little further back. Take a look at Jeremy Eschleman. Now he's got Chris Lashbrook all over the back of him. Matt Mars also in tow. So Eschleman up 4 positions. Chris Lashbrook up 16, folks. He's up to 8th place.
Yep, I told you that Chris Lashbrook, boy, he is fast tonight. I told you he's going to be well inside that top 10. He's got the pace, man. As look, he's looking at trying to get by Eschleman right now on the wrong side of the car, but he's gonna have to rebound here to see if he can't get him.
Yeah, this little section right here is I really like this section of the track here. It's kind of a downhill, sharp right. Now you're going left, another left here. It's like a foot to the mat right here. You're gonna hang on to it, get way out onto the curbs, out onto the turf. Now you got to slow it down, ease into this kind of uphill right-hander, and you're going to use all the track again, and then a little bit more, as we see, folks. Lashbrook has got Matt Mars in tow, and those little driving mistakes, let's Jeremy Eschleman breathe a little easier for at least a couple more corners.
Absolutely right on board here with Matt Mars. He's inching himself closer and closer. He's actually following Lashbrook up through this thing. For the last few positions, they've kind of been taking turns here. With one pass, the other one gets a free pass here for the last 3 spots for Matt Mars. But man, they are using all of the track to keep the momentum up tonight. Yeah,
that's the only way really to have an effective and quick lap here. You got to use all the track. You know what? That's something I didn't notice until just now. They're using a little different layout than I'm used to running here. They've got a little chicane in there, turns 11 and 12. Anytime I've raced here, we haven't used that chicane, so that's a little bit of a twist and changes the little driving dynamics of this track just a little bit. But Matt Mars right now continuing to follow along behind Jeremy Eschleman and Chris Lashbrook. Eschleman doing a great job of holding off Chris Lashbrook at this stage. Very, very impressive. That's not to take anything away from his abilities, but just looking at the pace we've seen of Chris Lashbrook so far, anybody being able to hold him off is doing a fantastic job.
You think he's just kind of settled in here? He's still got some go-go juice in that that Mercedes, but you know, I think Eschleman's just running about the same lap time, so it's a little bit harder to take advantage. Just kind of looking for a slip up here to try to get that spot.
Yeah, I think Chris Lashbrook made great advances early on, but now he's kind of hit a wall, and it's a matter of getting over the hump, I guess, so to speak, but not able to do it because Jeremy Eschleman having a fantastic effort here tonight. And right now, so far so good. Everybody's having a good battle. We're 15 minutes into this race, so now we got I think we've got Lashbrook finally getting by Eschleman, but Marshall Crocker Jr. just kind of battling up front, 2-second lead. So yeah, Marshall Crocker Jr. 2-second lead right now, comfortably in front of Alex Jacobson. He's kind of got it on cruise control right now. Crocker Jr. not here last week, back for a little bit of revenge as we take a look at the Canadian Ford Mustang driver.
Yeah, Marshall Crocker missing last week and won the week before that. So he's out here cruising right now, but Alex Jacobson, he's been running some fast times. These two guys are the fastest on track right now for at least the last 3 or 4 laps here, just kind of swapping times. I'm not sure if Marshall Crocker may have had a slip up here because he was about 2.6 seconds ahead of Jacobson, but now Jacobson's got it under 2 seconds now.
Yeah, I don't know whether he saved fuel or had a little slip up, but maybe we can go back a little further and take a look at Alexander Berter. Kyle Mavis just got by him. Alexander Berter, the number 128 car, has been in a little bit of a battle here with Kyle Mavis for a while. Mavis finally getting that job done, getting that position done, but Berter currently in 11th place. He's up 2 positions on the day, so had himself a solid effort. Kyle Mavis, a little issue earlier, a little off-track excursion. He's down 2 positions, but fighting back right now, the Iron Horse Motorsports driver is.
Yeah, Kyle Mavis, he's got some pretty good pace here, running 142s, consistent lap times too. I'm surprised he's down. Some other guys like Chris Lashbrook has made the passes on him, along with Matt Mars, which is the reason why he's down in 10th instead of 8th. But man, he's fast. He's nice and consistent. I think that's, you know, he's going to be inside the top 15 easy when the time runs out.
That's for sure. And speaking of inside the top 15, so far we've only had 2 people making the regular scheduled pit stop. One of those people is in 21st place right now. That's Brock Morris in the yellow Corvette as always. So right now, that's the driver to watch for and see where he's going to end up. Brock Morris, having those issues earlier, coming into the pits, he's definitely got some pace now. Now that he's got some clean track, he's turning low 142s. That's about a second off the pace of Crocker Jr. and Alex Jacobson at the front, but it's right up there with everybody else. So be interesting to see where he winds up after that earlier off-track excursion.
Just seems like Brock Morris's Corvette's just a little loose on this track. You know, these cars like the Mustang and the Porsche, the Mercedes, they have their niche, right? They've got the tracks that they perform the best at. Now, I know it all boils down to the driver, but it seems like Morris's Corvette is struggling here. On the more tighter corners, he's a little looser. in and off, and it's serving a purpose. I mean, kind of penalizing him tonight. He's not nearly as fast as what he's used to being.
Yeah, I'm wondering as we take a look at Jacob Williams, realizing the race wasn't with Brock Morris, so he moved over, tucked it back in. Jacob Williams making that pass easy for Brock Morris. I'm wondering if Brock maybe has a little bit of damage still left from that earlier incident, and that might be causing some of that. But I guess we'll find out later if we get a chance to interview him. But for that to happen, there's some miracles going to have to happen in terms of pace and lap times.
Absolutely. I mean, the front of the car looks clean. I mean, I don't see any scuffs or anything. Was down pit road for 13 seconds, so fuel only for Brock Morris, so no damage to be reported as far as I see.
No damage at all that I can see either. But man, you know what? There's not really anybody in a good close battle right now, which is very surprising. We're about 20 minutes into this race, and everybody's kind of separated out and got themselves into a little bit of a comfort zone. That's something we're not used to really seeing here. I mean, the closest thing we've got to a race going on between a battle would be Matt Mars in 9th, Kyle Mavis in 10th. They're within a second of each other, but otherwise, we really don't have anybody that close. Kyle Mavis on the hunt right now, trying to catch up to Matt Mars. Matt Mars up 3 positions on the day. The admitted advantage driver, Kyle Mavis, certainly looking for more, looking to get back after a little earlier incident. So these two drivers coming up through the chicane, look at how much curbing they're using. Wow, there's a good camera there, Adam.
Oh yeah, look, we got a battle going on here for sure, as Kyle Mavis is going to make the pass on Matt Morris. That is incredible to see as they go side by side here.
I don't think Matt Mars is going to give this up that easily, though. Matt Mars around the outside. Kyle Mavis just up ahead. While that's going on, we had Jeremy Ashleman up ahead of them coming into the pit, so he's getting out of there. Oh, I think I just saw that car drop down off of the jacks. So I'm thinking Jeremy Ashleman probably took some front tires.
Yeah, probably. And I think these cars are getting eat up tonight. I wasn't expecting them to make pit stop, or to, when they got the pit stop, not to take tires, but it seems like it's a must, really. I mean, this track is very technical.
Yeah, it looks like it, and hitting all those curbs, and they are hitting all of them. That's got to do a little bit number on the front tires there. Whoa, who's that into the wall? That is somebody. That looks like it might have been Jacob Williams.
Justin Welsh.
Oh no, Justin, the Curb Munchers driver. That car is heavily damaged. Justin Welsh, not the day he was looking for. You may fire when ready, he says, and unfortunately, Justin Welsh just having a. Well, it's. Hey, thank you for sponsoring, Justin. Hopefully, it's a little better for you next week.
Yeah. As we look here at the leader, Crocker Jr. now 2.1 seconds back in front of Alex Jacobson, but we've got another update here. In 9th place, the 34 machine of Matt Mars coming down pit road in that Mercedes.
Yeah, I don't see him going up on the jack stand, so I'm guessing he's not taking tires. Well, all that's going on. We've got a little bit of a battle here between Sasha Andrick and Alexander Berger. So 2 Porsche drivers, nice and close together. And right now, both drivers up positions. Both amateur drivers up 4th and 5th. And this is a battle, if I'm not mistaken, for the amateur lead at this stage.
Yes, you're exactly right there. I thought these Porsches were going to be really good here tonight, but it looks like we got the Ferraris and the Fords up there leading this thing.
Yeah, that's a nice thing here is we got a good mixture of manufacturers. We got Ford, McLaren, Ferrari, Ford, Mercedes, Aston Martin, and Porsche all in the top 10, with Brandon Anderson just sitting in 11th in a BMW. So it just goes to show you these drivers got some skill, and doesn't matter kind of what car you stick them in, they all seem to be able to make all of the different manufacturers work. So Brandon Anderson right now had that little issue earlier, charging back hard and looking to see what he can get done on this recovery effort.
Yeah, and to kind of pinpoint or, go off of what you were saying about these drivers and driving different manufacturers, I've witnessed these guys jump in different cars here. These guys are talented here, Rich. Very talented. It doesn't matter what car they jump in, they're going to be fast.
Yeah, I joined them for one night race in an IndyCar, and they were running an IndyCar series before, and I was humbled. And but hey, I'll try it again one day, but certainly not in the GT3 on Monday nights, because we got to be in the booth, Adam, as we take a look at Brandon Anderson continuing on. While that's going on, more people in the pits. Alexander Berter's coming into the pits. So right now we've had about half a dozen drivers making their pit stops. We're 25 minutes into this 45-minute race. The rest of the drivers are going to have to come in at some point. Brock Morris on his recovery run. Now he's up to 16th place, but he's down 14 positions. We're going to see what he's got. I'm not sure. We'll have to see, but his last lap was certainly his best. A 140, or one of his best. He's down into the mid 141s consistently now. So it certainly looks like if there is damage, it's very minimal. Brock Morris got the pace again, but he's got a long way to go.
That's right. As the leaders up here running 141s consistently, that's Crocker Jr. and Alex Jacobson. These guys are running mid 140, low 140, 141s. Oh, as Alex Jacobson goes around.
Oh no!
And hits the nose. The nose is messed up there.
That is going to hurt. And here's hoping, well, I would expect to see Jacobson come into the pits as soon as he can next time by. Try and get a little bit of that damage repaired. Maybe get some fresh front tires on that. Definitely get some fuel. Somehow managing to hold on to second place, but he's got himself about 6.5 seconds to Fernando Rosario behind. So thankfully had a good gap that lets him maintain his position. But Marshall Crocker Jr. now with over a 10-second lead right now. So Crocker Jr. off and away, I'd say off to the races in the Ford Mustang.
Yeah, I think he's just chilling right now. Well, I say that as he's running one of his fastest laps of the race. I think I would be kind of settling down here if I think Alex Jacobson needs to go in and get that damage fixed on the front. I think it's going to hurt his lap times, lap after lap. He's got the gap to get anything fixed that he needs to get fixed. But you've got Brock Morris back here, and now it's moved up into 12th place after some pit stops have happened. I mean, he's just gaining those positions back because he pitted on lap 5. So if he continues running, I mean, he's gonna get back up into the top 5, no problem.
Yeah, we take a look here. Crocker Jr. in the pits, Jacobson in the pits, Fernando Rosario in the pits. Looks like the fuel window is slowly coming to an end, but do you know who's not in the pits? Chase Matsuko. I'm going to call him Matsuko because that's a running gag in the FMA. Chase is not in the pits. Either is Anthony Baranco. So Anthony Baranco right now just ahead of Chase Matsuko. These two drivers, 1 and 2. So Baranco sitting first place in the Pro-Am division, and right now first overall.
And it looks like Matsuko is leading in the GT3 Pro on track right now, so it's good for him. But they're going to have to pit here soon. The top 3 here, which is Baranco, Matsuko, and Lashbrook, have not pitted.
Yeah, they're stretching it out a little bit longer. Wonder if they did some fuel saving, or the other drivers just decided to come in with maybe a lap of extra just in case. Didn't want to get caught out. Chris Lashbrook, tremendous effort though on this recovery run. He started from the end of the line right now, and he is in 3rd place. up 21 positions. We'll see where he really is once this pit cycle kind of washes through right now. But right now we've got Chris Lashbrook doing a tremendous effort and running some very solid times. The only person who's run a faster lap than him, I believe, is Marshall Crocker Jr. So Lashbrook showing tremendous pace. He comes through that little chicane section there. Not too much left on this lap, and then we're going to see if he's diving into the pit lane. And yes, he is. So Matsko is in the pits, and Lashbrook's in the pits. Anthony, whoa, a little bit of difficulty getting in.
That's going to cost you a little bit of time there, Lashbrook. That's unfortunate. I think it's going to probably be somewhere in the 5th to 6th position here, just looking at lap times versus, you know, in the pits serving some time. So,
you know who didn't come in though was Anthony Branco. And now I'm going by memory here. I think he did this once before.
He did,
and basically had to come into the pits kind of in neutral and coasting because he was running out of fuel as he was coming into his stall. So hopefully he's got enough to make it all the way around and hasn't kind of snookered himself tonight. But we'll find out. Anthony Branco, tremendous race so far. He started in 4th. Right now he's 1st on the clock. And Branco just eking out an extra lap over all the other drivers.
Yeah, Branco had to come in. It was a few races ago. He ran that sucker dry there, Rich. And yeah, had to coast down in the pit road with like 6 or 7 laps to go. So he was barely shy by just a few laps. And I thought he was going to make it. I just didn't know if he was going to make it or not. Ran out, had to coast back, and it kind of hurt his finishing positions.
Yeah, Anthony Branco, solid effort here. Beautiful livery in the Ford Mustangs. Ford Mustangs having a good day today. And come on, Anthony, make it. Yeah, thank you. Because if you went around again, I was going to be real concerned. Anthony Branco into the pits. He's the last of our drivers to make their scheduled pit stop. We're going to see where everybody sorts out in about 30 seconds, 40 seconds time. I think that's going to let Marshall Crocker Jr. assume control of this race. Alex Jacobson is going to be in 2nd still, but Jacobson is almost 9 seconds behind. Crocker Jr. just out for a Sunday drive now.
Yeah, looks like he's just about 9 seconds here over Alex Jacobson. Man, that spin there from Alex just took him away by about 6 or 7 seconds off the pace from Crocker. And Anthony Branco here in 3rd, having a fantastic run. Look at that.
Yeah, it's been a good battle. Branco, Branco and Anthony Branco, Fernando Rosario, and Chase Matsko, they've been kind of having a good show for the bulk of this race. Matsko just a little bit behind, but Branco, Fernando Rosario. Rosario actually managed to get ahead of Branco, came into the pits a little earlier, and looks like Branco, by stretching that out, managed to gain 1 position. But in behind them, they're a ways back though. Chris Lashbrook up 18 positions. He's up to 6th, so be interesting to see if he can get in the top 5. He's about 5.5 seconds behind Chase Matsko, but charging hard. He's still got, 12.5 minutes left or so. I think about 7 or 8 more laps. So Chris Lashbrook's got his work cut out if he wants the top 5.
He does. And looking at Lashbrook and Matsko's time, they're running pretty consistent lap times between one another. So I don't know. I mean, Matsko's pretty fast today, believe it or not. So if Lashbrook can get up to him, I believe he can pass him. But closing up 5.5 seconds here in 12 minutes with 2 guys running the same lap times is, yeah, you're going to need a miracle there.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hey, can we take a look at Chase Matsko maybe from Chase Matsko's in-car?
Absolutely.
Yeah, take a look here. Chase Matsko coming across the start-finish line. Uphill, you're going to move all the way to the left-hand side, get up on that curbing, and right downshift. Now you got kind of this corner. It's a little bit off camber. Matsko doing a good job using all the track again. He's following along behind Rosario and Branco. This is the closest battle on track right now, folks. Branco, Rosario, Chase Matsko. And you've got this big sweeping kind of double apex, double corner here. Another uphill. You're going to sweep it way outside. You got to let off on the throttle a little bit. You're going to go out into the sand as Chase Matsko did and Fernando Rosario. Then back off and back on the throttle gently, gently, gently as you're coming up this hill and on full as you're going down the long straightaway right now. So Chase Matsko, Fernando Rosario, Anthony Barenko continually battle on. Coming downhill into this right-hander, hard on the brakes. We take a look at Rosario getting right into the back, well, not into the back, but right up to the back of Barenko. Matsko doing a good job, kind of following the leader right now, though. This section is a really, really technical. You got to get off, and it's a decreasing radius corner. You're going to swing it out way wide. Driver's not using all the check, but then you want to get right over to the left. You got to open up that corner. And this is kind of a rhythm section here as we're coming around to the ending of the section. They're kind of like 2-3 right hand, almost 90 degrees. This is a little different here. This is where the chicane pops in. Lets Matsko close right up onto the back of Rosario. Rosario using all the curb, getting way up in the air, but continuing to hold off Chase Matsko. Barenko up ahead in third.
And just listening to you, can't watch you, but listening to you call what's happening is just mesmerizing, Rich. Mesmerizing.
Well, I screwed up on this track. Whoa, we take a look at Matsko going up the inside, sending it up, but no. I thought Rosario would go defensive. He didn't. Matsko setting it up again, but yeah, I can call this track because I've lost it on a few of these corners, and I've gone off into the sand, so I know where the troublesome spots are.
No doubt about it. Hey, let's take a look at, well, we've got a good battle going on right here, though.
Oh, no. Black flag for Broughton Jones. He's going to have to come into the pits. I believe he has had some issues. Oh, black flag. He just left the pits, so I'm wondering if it was for a
too fast exiting.
Speeding violation. Yeah.
Definitely had to. Yeah, he's still on track right now. Let's take a look here. We've got a cam up here for Matt Mars. Let's show him and his awesome view from the helmet. I guess that's a helmet cam, Rich.
Yeah, maybe he's like a cyclops or something. Maybe that's right in the middle of his forehead. Who knows? But Matt Mars always showing what he's doing, and we love it, Matt. Thank you very, very much. It lets the viewers at home see he's got all the toys in there, doesn't he, Adam?
Yes, he does. That is a sim rig of dreams. He's living the dream. Could be my dream, but it's somebody's dream. That is a ton of money in equipment right there, which is probably why he's so dang good.
Yeah, and Matt Mars, he was the one who brought us he brought Racer Nexus over to Freedom Motorsports Alliance, and I love the gloves too. Those little skeleton gloves he's driving with today, but great shot from Matt Mars.
Yes, it is, man. I always enjoy watching his in-car camera feed. It's just amazing to see just the amount of patience that he has to get that stuff just set just right is beyond me. I don't have that kind of patience.
Hey, can we go up and take a look at Fernando Rosario? Because Chase Matsko has made a move and gotten by Fernando Rosario. So Chase Matsko having a fabulous race, and this may be one of the best ones we've called with Chase involved here. Right now, Chase Matsko at 5 positions. He's up to 4th, started 9th. That let him and Fernando battling let Anthony Barenko pull off about a 2.5 lead. But right now, Fernando Rosario, Chase Matsko battling on. 7.5 minutes left. We've got, maybe 4 or 5 laps. And right now, Matsko, an advantage team member, having a great race.
Anthony Barenko here in 3rd. I mean, he's been able to actually close up the gap on Alex Jacobson to only 9 seconds back. He ran that cycle out long and was only, he was 2 to 3 seconds quicker on pit road than some of his other competitors. It allowed him to stay up in the 3rd position, and Crocker Jr. and Jacobson were only ones able to leapfrog him here. Only by pure speed is the only reason they're in front of him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that strategy of coming in with just fumes and no actual liquid in the tank seems to have been paying off for Anthony tonight, because like you said, he made up 2-3 seconds on a bunch of the other drivers in pit lane. So Anthony Barranco, solid effort, and right now looking for a podium position and first overall in Pro-Am. But man, oh man, Chase Matsko, he's gotten by Fernando Rosario. Now he's 3/4 of a second. Pretty soon, if he keeps gapping like this, he's going to pull out of draft range of Fernando Rosario. So Rosario got to close that gap down. He wants to stay within draft range.
That's right. And I believe there's only 2 straightaways, and they're not really that long. I mean, we're talking maybe, what, 2,500 feet or so? Not a whole lot of drafting here on this track. It's more technical corners than anything. But I'm sure if he can get up there on the exit of 15 and get that long straightaway, he might get close up here to the back of Barranco.
Yeah, you're right. They definitely aren't long. I mean, there are 2 straightaways, but as you said, they're not overly long. So the draft is always important, but you're right, not as important here as a lot of the other tracks we go to, like Spa or Watkins Glen or Fuji, those tracks are the big long straightaways. But Rosario not giving up the ghost here, closing it back down as we're about to start a lap at 24 for these drivers. So we're on lap 24, projected to go 27. So by my math, that's 24 or 5, 6, whoa, less than 4 laps to go.
And oh man, now's the time. But you can see Rosario, he's actually closed back up just a little bit now off the back of Matsko. I would like to see another battle happen between these two, because I think Rosario, he's got what it takes to take that position back. But Matsko, he's having a good run, and he's going to want to stay up there in the 4th position.
Hey, for a second, since they're sitting there pretty close, can we go back to take a look at Jay Davis?
Yeah.
Jay Davis doesn't get a whole lot of TV time with us, but the Warped Esports driver currently in 13th place, up 4 positions. Good little battle here with Jeremy Eschleman. Jeremy Eschleman down to 12th, not having the day he was hoping for. So Eschleman having a battle with Davis. In behind them, we've got Adam Brady. So right now, these 3 drivers, whoa, Eschleman going way off into the dirt. So that's going to let JR Davis close in a little bit. So great battling. Was taking like side-by-side action here, folks. Eschleman and Davis side by side here with 3 minutes 40 seconds to go. Eschleman having to let off, and Jay Davis getting by.
Man, oh man, that's not what you want to happen there. Eschleman, as he kind of went through the dirt there, that just killed his whole run through those technical corners. Allowed Jay Davis to get by, and Jay's now pulled up to a half a second. But don't look yet. Out the back, you got Adam Brady trying to close the gap, and I believe they have a lap car here between them. Not sure who that is, though.
Yeah, that would be Sanford. That would be Aaron Sanford is in between them. So I believe the league rules state that if you're get a blue flag, you got to move over. But right now, Sanford is not in the way. Oh no, I don't think he has to move over now, because Adam Brady losing it on that last corner and going around. And while all that's going on, though, the battle between Fernando Rosario and Chase Matsko continues. I mean, these guys have been going at it basically since the get-go. Barranco is about a second and a half up the road from them, but for Rosario, trying to get that position back on Matsko. Matsko saying, I don't think so. I got my special camo May the 4th livery on tonight, and I'm looking for a little bit of a podium finish, because right now Matsko 3rd place in pro category.
Man, what a just phenomenal run by these guys today. I mean, we've had very minimum mistakes. I mean, it's not like Watkins when they had a parking garage there, Rich. These guys have learned, and I thought there was going to be way more spins and wrecks than there actually was tonight. I mean, we went probably, let's say, at least 5 laps before we had our first incident back there with Tim Timmons and Dustin Wells. But most of the people are going to be finishing today.
Yeah, I mean, considering I think it's a new track for a lot of the drivers, it's certainly been very solid and a lot of good driving. Hey, can we go up to the number 552 Chris Lashbrook car? He's sitting in 6th place, up 18 positions. Chris Lashbrook looking for a top 5 now, because he's closed right up on the back of that battle between Chase Matsko and Fernando Rosario. So Lashbrook looking to get in the mix here. As this race is winding down, we've got just 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. They're in lap 26, so they're gonna be taking the white flag next time by. So Lashbrook wants to get on the podium. He's gonna have to get by Matsko. So right now, Lashbrook's in 6th, Rosario 5th, Chase Matsko in 4th. Matsko liking that little battle between Rosario and Lashbrook. Lets him kind of get a little bit of a second gap. Chase Matsko loving what he's seeing, but Lashbrook looking to get in the top 5.
Yeah, Lashbrook's got to hit that throttle a little bit harder here, especially once they get out of the technical corners. He is in the draft, so he's getting really, really close here. He wants that top 5. I called a high top 10 for him today just by sheer speed and how he looked in practice, but man, if he could pull off a top 5, that'd be awesome for him.
Yeah, while that's going on, we had Marshall Crocker Jr. just took the white flag, so he's just going moseying on his own lonesome. He's about 8.5 seconds ahead of Alex Jacobson. So right now, Crocker Jr. coming around through turn 3. He's got 12 more corners to go before this race victory is all his. Crocker Jr. led it from the start and has never been a doubt. He had a good battle going on with Brock Morris early on, but Brock Morris, with that incident or that mechanical issue, put him way back. Crocker Jr. kind of walking away with this one, coming around into the turn 6 section. But while that's going on, a little further back, Lashbrook and Rosario still going at it. Lashbrook and Rosario, looks like Rosario right now is kind of well handled, so they've only got about 7-8 corners to go. So Lashbrook wants to get 5th place. He's going to have to make some moves or hope for a little mistake from Rosario. Rosario doesn't look like he's about to give it up. But so far, so good. A really good race overall so far, Adam. But Marshall Crocker Jr. coming around. He's got turn 11, 12, 13, 14 left. Coming through this little chicane section. Loving this. Loving this. That's got to be... I don't know what that's like, Adam. Do you having that big of a lead?
I do not.
Good. I don't feel alone.
I hate to kill my enthusiasm there, but I do not know what it's like to have a lead that big.
Well, that's 2 of us. As he gives the old razzle dazzle, a little bit of celebration for Marshall Crocker Jr., tonight's race victor. He took it from the green flag all the way to the checker. Alex Jacobson, despite that spin and incident, solidly in 2nd place. But you know what's going on here? Anthony Baranco is got Chase Matsko all in tow, but Baranco holds on for 3rd. Matsko, solid effort, 4th. Fernando Rosario manages to hold off Chris Lashbrook for 5th and 6th.
Man, how about that? And take a look here, back at Kyle Mavis, finishing 7th. Matt Mars in 8th. Man, some of these guys that's had some bad luck here the last few weeks. And take a look here. Brock Morris finishes in the 10th position after that fatal or near fatal spin and wreck. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a solid recovery.
Yeah, pretty good recovery there.
Man, that was some excitement. We've still got a few more drivers out on track here. Don't see anybody battling closely, so it looks like all the drivers are going to end up finishing where they are. We wait for the last of them to take it. Oh, look at this! Everybody posing here. We got the 2 Mustangs in their liveries. I think this may be a May the 4th livery special here. We've got Matt Mars up there. We've got Marshall Crocker Jr., Chase Matsko. I think they're just posing for a little photo op.
That's what it looks like.
I'm just listening in on the drivers talking there, and I think they wanted to do a little kind of drive-by with him, but I think some of these drivers ran it real close on field, and they just can't partake.
I would not be surprised. Some of these guys pitted way, way early. And that's pretty cool to see. Let's get down to the finish results here. What do you say?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Let's see here. We've got... we need
The
to go
amateur
to
category.
we need to do the GT3 Pro. Here we go. We'll do the Pro first. Marshall Crocker Jr. leading 26 laps of the 27 laps today. Bringing it home in the #1 spot with Alex Jacobson in second, with Chase Masco third. Chris Lashbrook rounding out fourth, and pretty good run for Chris Lashbrook. Tony Sarantino, good run for him in fifth, with Brock Moore sixth, and Brandon Anderson seventh, with Jeremy Eshelman in eighth place. Let's take a look here at the GT3 Pro-Am.
Yeah, we had Anthony Barranco. What a solid race Anthony Barranco did. The master of fuel strategy and savings, very miserly on the field. We had Fernando Rosario, solid effort, coming in second in Pro-Am, and Kyle Mavis in third, the hard charger of the Pro-Ams. Jay Davis, a little bit of love. But in fourth place, Matt Mars, Jay Davis fifth, Adam Brady sixth. Robert Milbrass seventh, Adam Lowe and Justin Welsh, tonight's race sponsor, rounding out the top 9.
Let me take a look here at the GT3 AM class. Alexander Berger winning in the GTAMs, with Jacob Williams in second, followed by Cody Deek. Nice run for Cody tonight. Aaron Siebens in fourth I'm happy that Cody Deek actually finished up there in the podium. That'd be awesome. I would hope, I'd like to get a conversation with Cody to see how his run went tonight. But Aaron Siebens in fourth, with Aaron Sanford fifth, Broughton Jones in sixth, with Dustin Wells seventh, and Tim Timmons taking home the 8th position there. They're still out there celebrating.
Wow, look at that. Well, I guess I would be too if I had a good race. Who's that driving backwards down the track there, Adam? Who is that? Who's that fool?
That is Crocker.
Wow, I guess we can't talk to him if he's on track now, can we? Marshall, let's see how you know what? He's almost faster backwards than he is forwards.
He's faster than me driving backwards.
Hey, maybe we can drag him into the booth and get to talk to him while he's driving backwards. Let's try that.
That would be awesome. Let's see if we can find him here. Oh, in the waiting room. Hey, we've got him. Let's grab him real quick here.
I'm gonna be honest.
There he is.
Hey, Marshall Crocker Jr. driving backwards while getting interviewed.
I really try to be a jack of all trades, and yeah, I know you guys. If you guys are gonna keep me waiting, I gotta find my own fun.
I mean, you kind of ran away with that, and you're going faster backwards than either Adam or I could go forwards. I mean, quit rubbing it in, man.
I put a little extra fuel in it on the pit stop just to save some for burnouts.
Oh,
I've never heard that before.
No.
You talked about cocky last week, Richard. That was cocky.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, you and Brock had a good little battle to start this race until I don't know what happened, but we couldn't figure it out. Brock had that incident, and then it was kind of easy street for you.
A little bit, yeah. You know, it's always any track like this with a lot of corners that are just going to burn the tires up. You still got to be very active and very engaged. Credit to Brock. I thought the Corvette was going to be kind of a non-factor today, just because it's so twitchy and it's so tough on cold tires this track. And he kept it with me. He was balls to the wall. I think he knew how important dirty air and getting track position at the start was going to be. So that was fun for a couple corners. But yeah, he's always quick. He races above his stock, and the fact he worked his way all the way back to P10 from wherever the heck he was is case enough why he's still in the championship fight. Same to Alex Jacobson, man. That guy's got a win coming, and I said it to him post-race last week. When he gets one, he's going to get a bunch, because holy crap is he quick.
Jacobson definitely had some pace, but unfortunately, a little incident kind of gave you that gap. And next week we're going to Silverstone, so I think a track more drivers will be familiar with. How's the Mustang going to do there? Are you going to be back for next week?
Oh yeah, we'll be there. I don't know how the Mustang's going to do. If I'm honest, I would have thought it would do quite poorly, just because tracks that have a lot of high load, a lot of the back end, opportunities to step out on you, just because Silverstone's full of sweepers and long radius corners. But this was a lot of long radius corners, and it actually ran really well today. So we'll see. I mean, at this point, I'm trying to commit for the championship fight. Down the stretch, no excuse not to put a little extra time in. And if I can put that little extra time in with the hot track, get comfortable, I think the sky's the limit. But me and the team, me and the Iron Horse teammates did a bunch of extra practice this week. We sent some guides around. We gave a little bit of extra help, and we came home first, second, and third in class today as a result. So enough practice, and anything's possible.
Not a bad result at all. Any shout-outs besides to your teammates? Anybody like to say thanks to tonight, Marshall?
I do, yeah. Today's my 3-year anniversary, so happy anniversary to Alyssa. This one's for her. I told her, anybody watching out there, anybody who races, any period of time, can tell you their wife or their girlfriend or their spouse or anybody that lets them waste time in this beautiful little game of ours is a great person. The fact that she moved up our anniversary dinner to let me race tonight, and I told her I had to bring it home for her as a result. So happy anniversary to her, and again, shout out to the teammates, man. Awesome work today. Jacob Williams, his second podium of the year, and Anthony Branco. When he finishes, he wins. He's just got to finish every week, and he dominates. So always a pleasure. Thank you guys for the broadcast as always, and we'll see you guys in a week's time.
Sounds good, Marshall. Thanks a lot.
All right, who do we want to get in here now?
Well, let's see who's waiting. I'm having problems seeing my abilities are gone. So I guess, well, we may as well bring in Alex Jacobson. We got to talk to the man and see what happened here.
PN4, bringing him in now. There he is. Oh, nope, not there. Let's get him. There he is right there.
Alex, you got Richard and Adam in the booth. Can you hear us?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you guys.
Congratulations on second place tonight. We've got you in the pro category finally, Alex. You had a good pace. That one incident surprisingly didn't cost you any positions.
Yeah, I got really lucky there. I don't know what happened. Never spun there in all my practice laps, but yeah, just got lucky that it kind of spun itself around and was able to maintain my position. And luckily the damage was real minor, so maybe a couple tenths here and there, but nothing crazy. So overall good finish. But yeah, that was a great race up until that point with Marshall. We were so neck and neck, and great race to him for keeping it clean all race long. And hopefully one of these days I'll be able to finally beat him.
Well, next week Silverstone, and yeah, you've had a couple opportunities for victory. They've been self-sabotaged or issues or whatnot. We'll call it what we will. Maybe next week's the week at Silverstone. How are you at Silverstone?
I bought the track to run this league, and I still haven't run any laps on it. And apparently there's rain next week, so as long as I survive.
It's all about survival. Well, you've made that McLaren. There's only 2 McLarens running in the league, you and Jeremy Eshelman. You guys are making the McLaren look quite good this season. So looking forward to see what you can do at Silverstone. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out or a thanks to, Alex?
Shout out to my wife. We went out to Yosemite this last weekend, had a great time, and then right back into racing. So, appreciate her for kind of giving me that time to, do my hobbies and everything. And just shout out to her.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. We can't wait. I mean, I know Adam and I, and heck, even Marshall Crocker Jr., we're all looking forward to seeing your first victory.
Well, thank you guys. Have a great night.
You too.
All right, who do we have? Hey, I'd like to get in here. Cody D.
Hey.
Give him a little talking to here. There we go. Cody Deek in here. Cody, Adam, and Rich in the booth. You got us.
Oh, sorry about that. I am here now.
Hey, man.
I was not expecting to be pulled up that early.
Yep. We wanted to talk to you here. You had a fantastic run tonight. As far as I'm concerned, you've had some bad luck here in the GT3 leagues, but a solid finish tonight.
Yeah, no, I feel like, I put in a lot of practice this week. Seems like we come up one lap or one spot short of a podium every week. So it's nice to get the job done tonight, and at least, it's a P20 overall, but hey, still a P3 for the division.
P3,
so
yep. That's why we wanted to talk to you. That podium's been coming, and you're going to get a win here soon. I could just feel it.
Oh, I thought tonight might have been the night, but I got a little loose early on in the race, and I ended up going out and getting a new wheel this week, and it just adjusting to it has been completely different. I was planning on running the Porsche coming into tonight, and once I got the new wheel, the Porsche was not the car of choice.
Oh, I get that. Rich, you got anything for Mr. Cody?
No, Cody, we just wanted to say congratulations. We've watched your struggles, and it's nice to see you have some success, and we wish you all the best. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
For sure. I'd like to give a shout out to you guys, FMA, Oath Racing, Red Dragon, Like and Forge 3D, Ulti, Energy. And yeah, just thank you for putting on a heck of a show and giving us a spot to be able to do it on.
Well, yeah, Racer Nexus is very happy to be broadcasting FMA Racing. The Admin Advantage team doing a great job putting on this league for everybody. Congratulations, Cody. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
You know what? I think we got to bring in a couple more if you got some time, Adam.
I've got all the time in the world for you, Rich.
Okay, so let's bring in Mr. Anthony Barranco, and then after him, we got to talk to Chase as well. So let's talk to Anthony. Anthony Barranco, you had a heck of a race.
Oh, I definitely did. I'm ecstatic, guys. That was, who would have thought 45 minutes there could be so much strategy involved.
Did you have any fuel left in the tank when you finally pitted? Because you're the only one who made it that many laps.
Truth be told, it literally the clock hit 0 seconds of fuel when I was like rolling into my box. So literally timed it to the T and dotted the I.
Didn't you do that once before, or are we mistaken in the booth?
I did at Watkins Glen, but I misjudged. And I ran out of fuel.
You are a sucker for punishment, aren't you? But it paid off. It paid off tonight.
It absolutely
did. Man, you and Fernando Rosario were having a good battle for a lot of the race, and Chase Matsko as well, for that matter. But I think your fuel strategy paid off. A little more gutsy than I would be. I don't know, but how about you, Adam? Would you try that?
Risky business. No way.
Yeah, I just kind of knew, starting ahead of him, I knew what I was trying to do from the beginning. So I fuel saved and stayed in front of him as long as I could. Because on this track, it's really difficult to pass. So I was just kind of exerting my fuel where I needed to in order to stay ahead of him. And then he caught me sleeping on a lap, went for a really good late send. And then I was just worried about staying with him, second. And I was like a second to 2 seconds behind him until he pitted. And at that point, I had 2 laps of fuel to go. So I knew as long as I didn't mess up on those 2 laps, 2 laps of fuel is a big amount of time in the pits, and I came out right in front of him and held on to the lead.
Yeah, you did. Well, we'd like to offer congratulations. You're first in class, 3rd overall. Anybody like to give a shout out to you tonight, Anthony?
Absolutely. It's a big night. May the 4th be with you guys. My dad up in Ohio was watching the race. I sent him the stream, so I'm glad I had a good performance. And then my son, my newborn son, he's 6 weeks old. First win since he's been born. So Oliver, there you go. And then all you guys watching him back at home, you guys in the booth, the guys in the league. It was a great race.
Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations. We look forward to seeing what you can do next week, Anthony.
Yeah, where are we next week?
Next week, we're at Silverstone.
Ooh, all right. Let's go.
There we go. Congratulations. We will hopefully get to talk to you again.
We'll see. We'll try.
All right. Take care.
Later.
All right, let's get in our last guy here, Chase Matsko, or whatever you call him.
I've been calling him Chase Manzuko because
addition to my collection.
Oh, he set us up. He set us up, Adam.
He did.
This didn't see that.
Chase, congratulations. That was, we've covered a lot of races of FMA, and I could be mistaken, but I think that was your best performance.
Yeah, I really can't complain about that. That was pretty good.
Was it the special livery? Was it the special sound effects, the voice effects? I mean, you and Fernando Rosario and Anthony Barranco, for that matter, the way you held off Chris Lashbrook. I mean, you're driving that thing like it was on rails tonight.
Yeah, I guess the Merc just fits me. I mean, I won't get any points for tonight because I switched cars, but I think I just got to stick with the Merc for now on and just keep it going, I guess.
Well, next week we're at Silverstone, so you're going to stick with the Merc for next week, are you?
Oh, that's right. And it's raining next week, so that's going to be something.
Oh, man, that's going to be awful. Oh, man. Silverstone in the rain. That's certainly going to be interesting. Anyhow, you're part of Team Admin Advantage. You're one of the league organizers. Anything you'd like to say on behalf of the league and everything you guys have done, you, Matt, the others, certainly gives a good place for everybody to play and race hard every week.
Oh, yeah, it's been great. I mean, Adam used to race with us a long time ago back in the day. He knows how much I had to beg people to race GT3s back then, and now we're getting 25, 30 a night. It's pretty wild, and I couldn't imagine that a couple like last year. So it's awesome.
Well, you guys have done a good job of promoting the league and getting the word out there and getting the numbers up. Anything you want to add, Adam?
Man, hey, I started racing this league before the GT3s even started. With, I guess, Chase and some other guys started the league, and just to watch it grow to what it is now is just amazing to see. Hats off to you guys. Great group of admins there. And man, this is a great place to be and to race. I mean, I've watched, not just the GT3s. I've watched you guys do a bunch of other stuff. It's nice, clean, hard racing, and the skill level is. I won't be racing with you guys anytime soon.
Yeah, you gotta be quick around here. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
Especially ovals and road. It's pretty wild.
Yes, sir, it is. All right, Chase, man, appreciate it. Appreciate you hopping in the booth with us, and use the force you must. Sorry, that was Yoda.
That was good.
Oh, I got that. Oh, man.
Anyway, yeah, the force was with you today, buddy, and congratulations. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Hey, Adam, before we go,
let's bring in Burger, baby.
Yeah, I think he deserves to have to suffer and listen to us talk a couple more minutes. Hey,
No doubt about it.
Speaking of that, speaking of suffering, congratulations. I don't have him in here yet. Let's see if he's still there.
He's not there.
Oh, no. Well, we tried.
He left right before we pulled him in. Man, sucker for punishment.
Oh, no, he's there. I see him.
He's back.
Let's see. Yeah. Waiting for interview. Let's see.
There we go. We got him. There he is. He hopped back in there.
Sorry, I didn't know what happened.
Alexander, we didn't forget about you. You had a solid effort tonight. We saw some good battling on track you had there. How'd that race go for you?
Went pretty well. I think I qualied P13, P14. I did get a 40-second stop and hold on a pit entrance. but I was able to still squeak it out. I think like 15-second gap on Williams.
Yeah, it was a solid effort. I mean, you learn your lesson for next time though. At Silverstone in the rain, gonna be tough to recover from a 40-second hold. That was pit entries, but man, oh man, you had that Porsche working real well tonight.
Yeah, I've kind of decided that's just the car I'm gonna run all season. The AMs we have the option to change, but I'm just gonna stick with what I'm comfortable with and just run that.
Well, I mean, that's the best. I mean, for me, learn one car and learn it as best you can, because switching it up every week, they all have different characteristics. Next week, we're at Silverstone, and from what I hear, in the rain. Have you done much rain racing before?
I've done very little. I try to avoid it, and so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited.
Well, that's it. I think we're a little excited in the booth because it certainly makes for some good entertainment and hopefully some good racing. Hey, Alexander, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
Everyone at Threshold, you guys as well. Yeah, you guys do a great job. It's fun to go back and watch these once I'm done racing. I really enjoy it.
Well, we appreciate it, and congratulations again on tonight's solid performance. We look forward to seeing what you can do next week.
All right, thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
All right. Looks like that's going to be the end of the show. What you say about that?
That was a lot of fun. We got through the liveries okay. We had some special effects. I'm real nervous about Silverstone in the rain, though.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hoot, though. I guarantee it. You'll like it. You've been on Silverstone before. You know what to expect.
I've been on it in the rain too. It's gonna be a lot of fun, Adam. Just like tonight was. Always a pleasure working with you. We're gonna be back next week for Week 9 FMA. We're Racer Nexus. I'm Richard Swindells, doing great job of production and commentary tonight. Adam Gladfelter. We'll see you again next week, folks.
Take it easy.